Welcome back to another episode with the Physics Bros. You got Ivan, you got Metner, you got Rob, and you got Jace. So this is Season 3, Episode 65. One of our best episodes yet. So you guys enjoy the video. Today we're going to be talking about 4 basic things in physics. We're going to be talking about momentum. Metner.
Acceleration, my bad.
Friction.
Doppler effect.
So Rob wants to tell you guys a joke. I didn't want him to do it, but we're going to let it slide just because we're already on Season 3 and we already have 10 million subscribers.
I don't think I can tell the joke.
Tell the joke.
What joke?
You know the one.
Which one? Look at it.
60 seconds.
Alright. Do you guys know, every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute goes by? Got it!
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, good.
Okay,
Alright,
so
alright.
we got our laughs out. Now it's time to get serious. We'll be back with you after this short break to explain
Little break.
the 4 things we're going to explain tonight. And we're back. So we're going to explain these 4 things. Metner's going to start it off. Metner, kick it off, my friend.
Am I starting?
You are starting.
So, I have acceleration. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity per unit of time. An example of this would be if you get in a vehicle and put it in a gear and push the gas pedal, the vehicle will accelerate and you will gain speed. Another example, which is the one that we used with our video, would be pedaling a bike to get up to speed. The only way this works with the pedal bike is if you have the chain hooked up.
What if you don't have the chain hooked up?
Yeah, what would happen there?
Alright, well, you're just not going to go.
Okay, finish up.
Obviously. Alright, so here's a short clip to demonstrate acceleration.
And we're back. Now, you guys know about acceleration. Leave down in the comment section what you thought about that. Now we're going to get off to our second lesson in physics. This is a 4-lesson part. So I'm going to be going over momentum. So basically, momentum is the quantity of motion of a moving body. But it's not just that, ladies and gentlemen. It's also measured as a product of its mass and its velocity. So basically, an example that I came up with last night as I was laying in bed at 8:30, it just hit me like a semi-truck. Oh! So basically, if you have a semi-truck going down the road and a moped right next to each other, and they both let off the gas at the same time, the moped doesn't have as much mass acting against it as the semi-truck. So the semi-truck uses more momentum to slow itself down. And the moped doesn't use as much momentum because it doesn't have as big of a mass. So if that didn't explain it, which I have a hard time believing it didn't, I'm going to show you this short clip and you guys can tell me what you thought about that after. So see you in a second, ladies and gentlemen and kids.
Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed that short little clip of our momentum example. Perfectly executed and provided to you by Ivan Paul and his great demonstration. Or is it great?
Dr. Ivan Paul to you young people out there and old, and Mr. Leopard. Hold on. Shout out to Mr. Leopard for teaching me all this back in the day in physics class. So let's get back to it, Rob. Tell him what you got to tell him.
Alright, I'm going to tell you guys about friction. Friction is the resistance that one surface or object encounters when moving over another surface or object. Our example of friction, which you'll see in a short clip, is a scooter tire and a scooter brake, which is just a piece of metal above a scooter tire. When you push the piece of metal down on the moving scooter tire, it puts an opposing force on the scooter tire backwards, opposite of where the scooter tire is moving. Another example we have for you is boxes. Now, friction is very dependent on something's weight and something's mass, right?
Right.
Correct, my good man.
Okay. And or the surface. So if you have a rougher surface, it creates more friction. So if you have a 100-pound box and a 10-pound box over the same surface, the 100-pound box is going to be a lot harder to move because it has a lot more weight, which pushes the box down onto the ground harder, making it harder for it to rub against the surface and move. Now with the 10-pound box, it'd be a lot easier to push and move the box over the same surface because it is lighter and the friction is not acting upon it as great. So I hope you guys enjoy this little video clip of our example of friction. Friction. That whole thing, can I have a drink of that?
Alright.
I don't need one. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that short video clip of our example of friction. And now we're going to go cover the Doppler effect. To do that, we got a special guest, Professor Pung. See you guys in a minute.
We gotta wake up Professor Pong. I think he's taking a nap. Professor, can you wake up, please?
Boys, I didn't know you were showing up. What are you doing?
we had a few questions.
Oh, what do you need to know?
We want to learn about physics today. In specific, we wanted you to teach us about the Doppler effect.
The Doppler effect. What do you want to know?
I want to know all of it, Professor.
Well, the Doppler effect is also known as the Doppler shift. It was created by some guy named Christian Doppler, right? And basically the Doppler effect is the change in frequency of sound, light, and water waves. So, you may have noticed the Doppler effect before. Have you? Have you? No?
I have, I think.
I mean, you probably have, you just haven't noticed. The Doppler effect is when a car is coming at you with such speed, you can hear it, but it's in a higher pitch. And when the car passes you, the pitch gets lower. You know why?
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh, you have?
I have.
See, there you go. You're learning physics every day. Anyways, when the car passes you, the change in frequency is because when it's coming towards you, the sound waves are pushed together, creating that higher frequency you hear. And when it goes away from you, those waves are more spread out and less frequent. And that makes the lower pitch sound. Now, I'm sure, as you guys have said, you've seen that before. You can notice it with police sirens. When they come towards you, they sound louder. When they go away, they're quieter.
Yes, I think I know what you're talking about, Professor.
Well, I sure hope so. I just explained it all. Now,
But-
anything else I can do for you boys on this fine day?
Why don't you just go back to sleep? You're getting old.
Yeah, my sleep is really precious at this time. You know, I think I will, boys. You guys have a nice day. See you later, and ask me if anything you need. You gonna tuck me in, Rob?
Go ahead, Professor.
Oh, thanks. Thanks,
Oh,
Rob.
sit down.
Ah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Don't hurt the old man.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, boys. And if you need anything else, you know who to call.
We'll always call you
We'll
Professor.
come to you, Professor.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Mender, can you get the
Make
lights?
sure-
Let Professor go back to sleep. He's getting old.
Thank you, boys, and you have a good day.
Thanks, Professor.
Doppler effect.
Doppler effect.
Welcome back from that trip to Professor Pong's house. I mean, he really taught us a lot, didn't he?
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think we all learned a lot from this video. I mean, it put together all of the 4 things we talked about and just really in detail, you know? So, I hope you enjoyed this video and subscribe and hit that like button. And don't forget, you gotta turn on those post notifications so you can be the first one in every one. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this and see you later with the Physics Bros.
Peace out.